in the speaking portion of the video lecture, I'm going to teach you how to formulate a complete response in speaking, and I will also show you some common problems people have with pronunciation and how to have the right rhythm when you speak. Okay, so these three things on the outline are what you need to pay attention to in this video lecture. Now let's get started. Just like what we said in the video lecture about writing, when we create an oral response, we must follow the same principles so that the response is clear. So the same principle from writing should be applied here. You start your response with a clear topic sentence and give 2 to 3 supporting sentences and end with a concluding statements that repeat or reiterate your main point. Okay, so let's use 3 sample oral responses to practice and to learn what a good oral response is. So if today you are asked the question, how can smartphones benefit children? So sample A. My 10-year-old sister does not use the smartphone our mother gave her often, but she still benefited from it. Okay, so let's take a look at the question again. The question wants you to talk about the positive aspects of smartphones in relation to children. But if you take a look at the topic sentence of the response here in sample A, you will see the speaker here does not answer to the question directly because it says the sister here does not use cell phone that much. So it's an indirect response to the question, even though we do see some positive aspects of smartphones here. Okay, but these positive aspects were not explained clearly. Okay, but we do see a clincher here. All in all, I think her smartphone is quite helpful. Okay, so sample A does not answer to the question directly, and the examples are not explained clearly. Sample B. Smartphones have enhanced everybody's quality of life. For me, communication becomes a lot easier with smartphones. We can talk to anyone, wherever, whenever we want. Okay, yes, the topic sentence does answer to the question. Enhance is a positive verb, so it does point out something positive here. But the question should be about children. Here, the speaker uses him or her as an example, so this is not right. Okay, this is not right. Okay, and we do not see a concluding statement here. So sample B is definitely not the correct response. Let's take a look at sample C. I think smartphones are beneficial to children for 2 reasons. So a very clear topic sentence, that talks about the topic, the benefits of smartphones for children. And it also even points out the number of reasons. And the number of reasons is well organized here through the words like first, another benefit is, and each example is explained further. Okay? The only thing we can say about this response is it would have been even better if we had seen a concluding statement here. But out of the 3 examples, sample C is the best. Is the best. So in the future, if I ask you to create an oral response, try to follow what sample C does here. but remember you need a concluding statement. Okay, so from these three examples, we can learn the importance of signal words. I have mentioned signal words in the listening portion of the video lecture. So signal words can be put into 4 categories: to give information, such as for instance, to organize response, such as first, second, finally, and to make a transition, like however, and to introduce something. You can use in terms of, when it comes to. So when you speak, make good use of these signal words to help your reader follow your train of thought. And now let's take a look at some common mistakes in pronunciation. Look at these 5 pairs of words. Try to read them. Do they have the same pronunciation? No. Okay, let's take a look at the first pair. This word is confirm, and the one on the right is conform. So confirm, conform. The second pair, the left one is special, special. The right one is spatial. So and a, do not mess them up. The third pair, on the left, it should be I live in Taipei. On the right is I live, okay, in Taipei, okay. So the left should be it, and the right should be e, okay. So it and e, don't confuse the two. The fourth one, the left one should be war, war, and the right one should be wall, wall. The final pair, the left one should be word, word, and the right one should be world, world. Okay? Practice saying them out loud to see if you can say them correctly. Okay, another thing we need to pay attention to when we speak is we do linking. How do we link? We link consonant with vowel, okay? So, not at all. We will not say it like this. We will say not at all, not at all. So, t and at will be linked, and t and at will be linked. So, it becomes not at all. And we will not say like this. We need him to finish it, okay? So, link the consonant with the vowel. It will be we need him to finish it. So, Tim, shit. Okay, we need him to finish it. And stress. Okay, what is stress? Stress means louder, longer, higher pitch when you say a word. So these 3 words, okay, have different, okay, are stressed differently when they are used in different situations. So when it is used as a verb, it's produce. The stress falls on the second syllable. But when it is used as a noun, okay, it should be produce. The stress falls on the first syllable. And the second pair, when it is used as a noun, it should be record. The stress falls on the first syllable. And when it is used as a verb, it's record. The stress falls on the second syllable. The third pair, when it is used as a verb, is present, present. The stress falls on the second syllable. And when it is used as an adjective or a noun, it is stress on the first syllable, present, okay, present. So be careful of these 3 pairs of words. Their stress are placed differently. And when you speak, you need to know how to group words so that you pause properly. Okay? So pay attention to chunks. So here, how do you say this sentence? It should be swimming is not my thing. Subject, verb, and the complement. Okay? Not my thing should be together. And subject, it depends on should be together because on is the collocation for depends. So you cannot say it depend on. It should be it depend on. It depend on whether you want to marry him. So subject, verb, and the complement. The complement should be said all together, whether you want to marry him. And the last question is formed by two statements. Do you know and where my phone is? So do you know should be said together. Do you know where my phone is? Okay, so next time when you speak, pay attention to the structure of a sentence so that you can group words together, and when you read them you will know when to pause so that you will have the right rhythm when you speak. Okay, so in the speaking portion of the video lecture, we know how to create a complete response from the 3 samples, and we also know the common pronunciation mistakes, and we also know how to stress, and finally we know how to group words so that we can have the right rhythm when we speak. Okay, thank you for your time, and I hope you learn a lot.